Meet Victoria Swarovski, whose list of achievements stretches far beyond being an heir to one of the world's best-known jewelry brands. She was the youngest person to receive a Sony record deal in Germany, has a sell-out Bavarian fashion range and a dedicated social media following of over 250,000 people. Victoria was also the winner of the German Strictly Come Dancing in 2016 and at just 24 years old will take over the role as the show's host. The Austrian-born heiress's June wedding caught the attention of the British media and has dreams of becoming a star in the UK. Victoria comes straight off a plane from Germany to meet me, and I am immediately impressed by just how normal she is. It's hard not to have preconceptions when you're meeting someone whose family owns one of the world's most well-known and iconic brands. Swarovski has been selling crystal jewelry since 1895, has more than 2,800 stores in 170 countries, and last year had a revenue of £. Having that last name, it's a big last name and everybody knows it. I'm blessed to have it, she tells the Newsbay. But despite all of that, she's chosen to turn her back on the business to pursue her own goals. It would have been easy for me to sit there and be somebody I'm not, she says. For me, I've always wanted to do my own thing and wanted to have my own goals. I've always loved entertainment and wanted to be a singer, so in Germany I've achieved that for sure, but there is so much more to achieve. Victoria signed to Sony at 15 and her song Beautiful, which features one of Germany's biggest rappers, Prince K1, has had nearly 4 million views on YouTube. My mother and father taught me how to be normal and stable and always told me it all could be gone in a second, which is why I started my own career. Just the name, people have said, oh, that rich little girl, why is she doing this? She's not even talented, and that made it even harder for me to show I am. The greatest example was going on Let's Dance, our version of Strictly Come Dancing in Germany. I thought people would think I'd bought my way in there and I was afraid I'd be thrown off on the first show. I'm a fighter and I really worked hard for it, it was the right step for me. Victoria went on to win the show and has just been announced as its new host for the next series, taking over from model and presenter Sylvie Meis. Despite distancing herself from the family business, Victoria doesn't miss an opportunity to do some good PR. She works a lot with Dubai-based designer Michael Cinco, who incorporates Swarovski crystals into all the dresses he designs for her. He has made dresses for Beyoncé, Lady Gaga and the Mississippi Universe pageant, Victoria says as she shows me his latest design, a beautiful dark blue gown laced with sparkling crystals, which she wore in Berlin for the Bambi Awards. In June last year, she married her childhood sweetheart Werner Mertz in a Cinco dress embellished with over £500,000 Swarovski crystals and an estimated price tag of £700,000. Victoria's dress was so big that she had to get a bus and take out all the seats just to get her to the venue in Porto Piccolo, northern Italy. That dress, it was really heavy, 48 kilograms, I'm 55 kilogram, so it was 7 less than me. But the moment I walked into the church I didn't feel anything. The whole room was filled with the dress. My mother said, Victoria, you can't go in a normal car, and my father hears that from the side and is like, are you nuts? Sure, she can go in a normal car, and she says you haven't seen the dress yet. So he went up to see the dress and was like, now I know what you mean. Victoria's wedding was picked up on a large scale by the British media for its lavish nature and was the first time her profile was explored outside of Austria and Germany. While she didn't expect this to happen, she says she feels at home in London and loves working here. What I do most here is go to the studio. I work at the Abbey Road Studios, I guess everyone knows it, she says. I do a lot of songwriting and singing here. She also jokes that the shopping in London is a lot better than in Berlin where she lives, so if that's anything to go by, we could see a lot more of Victoria in the UK.